next guest provides a fully automated beer brewing device. Yeah, that got my team's attention here at IFA. That follows step by step the traditional way of brewing. Wait till you hear and see all about this. The CEO and co-founder of Brewie is Marcell Pal. Marcell, welcome into Tomorrow. How are you?
Hi, Dave. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure. Again, you got our attention. We come to Germany. Our very first broadcast 14 years ago here from IFA. We checked the little mini fridge when we first walked in to set up our equipment and so forth. And Chris says, "Oh my gosh, you guys, you got to see this." And it's like, what? We thought it was empty or something. There's a problem, right? It's supposed to be full of water and so forth for the guests. It was full of beer. And we thought, well, we're in Germany. Of course it's full of beer. And the first thing we thought of when we saw Brewie is how appropriate. But are you German?
No, we are actually from Hungary.
Ah, okay.
We are not that famous for beer. We are more famous for wine. But myself is a big beer drinker.
Of course. Well, you got to be to have the passion that you must have for what you've put together. And we're about to see the Brewie device, which is too big to fit on our broadcast table. Again, if you're driving, listening on the radio, have no fear. Visit intotomorrow.com at your leisure, and then you can come and see all the products we're talking about here on the program. But check this out. Tell me about Brewie, and then we'll get into all the goodies and the features and the functions and all that.
Okay, so the goal of Brewie is to provide you the ability to brew any kind of beer you want to taste, drink, or share with your friends. The only thing you have to decide is what type of beer you want to brew. Then you go into our system, you choose the beer you want to have, get the ingredients from us, you place it into the machine, press the button, and then the machine does everything for you.
So this is a big box, kind of like a mini refrigerator on its side. I'm not sure how else to describe it. For our radio audience not seeing it yet, how do you describe it to someone maybe you're on the phone with and they say, well, tell me what the device is. What does it look like?
I would say, this matter of size, it's like a big old microwave.
A very big old microwave. Okay, got it.
It has a very nice, simple, clean-looking stainless steel.
Stainless steel. And looks like it would fit nicely in most people's kitchens and be proud of it to say, what kind of beer would you like? I'll just brew it right up for you.
That was actually one of our points when we were making this machine, so that you can put it anywhere in your house and you can be proud of it.
Now tell me about the display. It's got a very cool display that we plugged it in, took a minute to boot up. Is it computerized in various every sense?
Yeah, so this one which you see here, it's actually a design prototype, which means that it does the same thing what the final product does, but slower.
Sure, well, understandable. But what kinds of options do you have with Brewie?
So this is a touch screen. You can touch it.
Oh, and that's even nicer.
Yeah, and here you have recipes where you can choose different recipes. Then you have extras where you can basically just add any steps which you want to add to your recipe. Like,
in other words, for different flavorings or something?
Also, and if you add an extra step, then your beer at the end will be different. For example, it will have a higher alcohol percentage, it will be bitter, it will be flatter, and so on.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so that you have complete control with the touchscreen to do all sorts of neat things. Did I see a preview button on there? What does the preview do? It sort of previews what you're about to create?
Yeah, previews a program on it, which basically a demo program, and it runs very quickly through all the steps of beer brewing. But for that, it would make sense to put water in there or any kind of liquid, and then you can see the actual steps of beer brewing.
Oh, wow. And you mentioned your ingredients. So apparently you're also selling the various ingredients that folks can have on hand and be able to make different flavors and extras and just have fun with it.
Exactly. Our goal was to make it very comfortable for you to make beer. So therefore, we wanted to provide you the ingredients as well, as in some countries it's hard to find them.
To find the ingredients?
Yeah, to get the ingredients, because there in some countries home brewing is not a trend yet, and there it's hard to get these ingredients.
Wouldn't you hate to live in one of those countries? What do you mean it's not a trend yet? Come on, move. It's time to move to a country that has.
But that's why we are here.
Exactly. How appropriate to be in Berlin, especially at IFA, because you're going to get a lot of attention certainly here at this show. Tell me about your beer database. Now, is this what kinds or how many recipes do you have? What are the varieties that one could do if they obtained a Brewie?
Okay, so basically we have a cloud-based system with limitless storage, and there you can have thousands of recipes. which you can sync to Brewie. You can download, I guess, maximum 2,000 recipes on this one.
2,000 recipes for
Yeah,
beer.
recipe is not big, you know, a matter of bytes.
Oh, sure.
So,
yeah.
and it has like 8 gigabytes memory, so yeah,
Plenty.
You can put
But
a
I mean,
lot
I'm
there.
just surprised that you've already got the ability to do 2,000 different kinds of beers on this nice home brewing device.
Well, we have more than just one, so
Yeah, of course.
it makes it easier.
That's really cool. Can you replicate like a famous name beer? You know, it's like, wow, it's been a while since I've had, I don't know, a Coors, and people are going, what? Why would you pick that one? Just an example. Can you replicate a
Yeah,
brand?
exactly. That's a really cool part of Brewie. That is not just for amateurs, but also for professionals. You have absolute control of the whole brewing process, and you can reproduce any kind of beer anytime.
Love it. And is it available yet for the public?
Yes, it is. It's available on a website. We have a pre-sales price right now. It's $1,850.
Okay.
And the retail price is going to be above $2,000.
Okay, just slightly above 2,000. So
Yeah.
if you're a beer connoisseur, you can plan on about $2,000 US and be able to get one.
Yeah, approximately, and it pays off within a year because brewing on this device, it's actually very cheap.
And how long does it take to brew a favorite beer? You know, once you've selected on the touchscreen your recipe and you've added your extras and ingredients and different things, do you sit back and it's almost like the Star Trek replicator? You're gonna have your beer within minutes?
Yeah, so for you, it's just about a couple of minutes.
Really?
And then you can follow the whole process via internet from any kind of electronic device. But the actual process takes 6 hours.
Oh, okay.
For the machine, but not for you.
But
And then
not for me.
not for you because you don't have to be there. You know, you can do
Oh,
a
I
lot
see
of
what you're
other
saying.
things
Yeah.
at the same time. Go have a meeting with your friends, or go to work,
Yeah.
do something with your girlfriend.
Knowing
and so on.
that in a few short hours you've got your own home brewed beer.
That's actually not true because after the brewing process, you have to put it away for fermentation. So you have
So
to
how
wait a
long do
little
you
longer.
ferment?
Fermentation is usually at least a week.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, you really got to plan this, but at least it's going to be custom made in every sense.
Yeah, but at the same, so fermentation happens outside, so you can keep brewing. So after a while, you can schedule it, and then you don't have to wait.
Wow. All right, and it'll take a while to try all 2,000 database recipes even, but you can do it
Yeah, that's a lot.
and enjoy life whilst doing it. I think it's awesome. You got to check out brewie.org. It's B-R-E-W, brewie, B-R-E-W-I-E, brewie.org for more, and you'll see what Marcell and his team are up to. Thanks for joining us here in Berlin, and good luck to you. It's very cool. It's not the kind of thing that you're going to say, hand me that brewing device. How much does it weigh? Do you know in pounds?
It's 25 kilos or 30.
Which is whatever. Do
It's not
the math. I don't
big.
know. Yeah, it takes 2 people to put it up on the chair to show you. But it's really cool. The stainless steel, the whole idea. Do check it out. If you're, again, listening on the radio, come see us at intotomorrow.com at your convenience. And check out the video with Marcell. Thanks for joining us here.
Thanks for having me.
We're back with more from Berlin, Germany. I'm Dave Graveline. Into Tomorrow continues right here on the Advanced Media Network.